Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl Show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunia. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back.
What's up?
We are back with Cognac, Tequila, and Girl. We are at episode 216.
Yep.
All right? So
Yep.
you got it right this time. To grace your presence with what's up with that episode?
What's up with that?
Ooh-wee.
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Shout out to
What's up
Saturday
with
Night
that?
Live.
Yeah.
Keelan, yeah.
Anywho.
I listened to his book. And,
He has a book?
yeah.
Oh.
And he talk about that show, that episode right there. You know, he talk about how those things or whatever got to get approved or whatever. That was one of his main ones right there. To keep him around.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to that guy. We riding your coattail with it.
Just the song just gets you in the mood, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you just say, think in your head, what's up with that? And you just go, ooh-wee. Anyhow, before we get into it, how was your week, Tequila?
My week was challenging.
Challenging. Whoa. Okay. No elaboration?
Nah.
Okay. How was your week, Cognac?
My week was okay. I didn't know that your family can't whistle. Apparently, Harper can't.
That hurt your feelings? Or
No, I
something?
was can't whistle. So when I picked our niece up this Friday, I got her a little whistle pop. I don't know if anybody remembers those. So, anyways, so she was annoying auntie with it. But the reason it came up is because when I took her home, that song came on.
There you go, bring it here.
Yeah. So, anyway, so when I got to the house, she couldn't whistle. So I was like, I don't think your auntie can whistle either. And she was like, I can whistle. She goes, I said, no, Harper, like whistle, like.
What kind of skill is that though?
I
Like, why is it
don't know.
necessary?
It just.
You know what she does have? Deductive reasoning and logic. Yay. And math.
And more math.
I know.
What are you whistling for? I mean, I'm just chit-chatting here. What's the whistle for?
I mean, it can come in handy in a combat situation.
For what?
When you're like.
That's the same and less value.
I'm a little birdie too. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's part of her thing.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I don't know why that's like some qualified skill my family needs to have.
No, I didn't know. And the other thing was rolling the tongue thing. You can't do that.
Why is that qualified?
I don't know.
If you know how to use your tongue properly, you don't have to roll it.
I'm trying to figure out what that got to do with your week.
Yeah.
No, because
That's all that matters.
I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
If the listeners out there, y'all can whistle
I can't
and
whistle.
roll your tongue. But you can't whistle?
For what?
I don't.
That's how
I don't know.
Me too. That's how you got caught in the Underground Railroad.
I-
Whistling and shit.
I know how to do the Birdman clap. I know how to do the Birdman clap. I know how to make those pigeons fly.
Birds. The birds.
Bird. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's interesting how some people can roll their tongue.
Black people don't care about whistling. Besides Jules Santana in that one song.
I was about to say.
And Harriet Tubman probably cared about
And the
whistling.
Yin Yin twins.
She probably used whistling on the Underground Railroad.
No, she said. And
I
whoever
could fly, and then you would.
whoever listened for a whistle didn't make it. Lord have mercy. Anyway, so my week.
That was your
Yeah, my week was long. It's been a long week. I'm tired. I need a vacation,
I need a vacation.
like really bad. I think I'm gonna lose my mind on vacations. So, yeah, I mean, just busy at work and so much drama. It's always just drama. But yeah, got a lot done this week. Hung out with the niece. Saw a couple people. And that's it. I had a really good brisket taco this morning. Shout out Toasty Yolk.
Where'd you get it from?
Toasty Yolk.
Toasted yolk. Okay,
It's
yeah.
a Scotch.
I like toasted yolk.
Shout out to
They got one by the First Colony Mall.
Never been there.
There's one on West End. Yes, you have. We went. Morgan's birthday brunch was at the Toasted Yolk.
Oh,
in the
that
Woodlands.
place.
Same
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Then you were shocked that I ordered the chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no sarcasm.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's get into our first segment, please.
What the fuck with the girl?
My what the fuck this week is what the fuck's up with this weather? Again, like I can't keep up. The pollen, the rain, the humidity. It's just a lot going on here in Houston, and I don't like it. The shit's falling from the trees like it's fall. It's cold 1 minute, and the mosquitoes are like joining a militia, and I'm kind of over it. Yeah, that's my what the fuck this week.
What the fuck with the girl?
Next segment.
Joking with Cognac.
Okay.
So, I met this girl one time, and she put some lipstick. She kept putting lipstick on her steering wheel. And I asked her, "Why are you doing that?" And she said, "So I could blow the horn."
She what?
That was funny. You came up with that?
She put
She
lipstick
was
on.
putting lipstick on her steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I asked her why she doing that. She said, "So I can blow the horn."
Oh.
I don't know why she wouldn't put it on her lips though. But,
Like, you know, I don't know.
yeah.
Sounds like a terrible blowjob giver, I guess. I mean, it's funny-ish.
That's funny.
What's up with that?
That's it was funny. It was unexpected.
Who gives? Okay, it's like this is just me dissecting. Who purposely puts on lipstick to blow somebody?
The horn. Oh,
That sounds stupid. That sounds messy.
Maybe she got that good lubricated
And not that
lipstick.
hyper-energelic.
Maybe she got that Vaseline lipstick or
You
something.
know-
Vaseline lipstick. Just put some Vaseline on.
let's keep it frosty here.
Frosty.
She got that KY lipstick.
Ew.
Oh, the fact of the matter is, there are many, I don't know nowadays, it's been a while, but there's many juices, creams, and all these things that are edible that people can use on certain parts of certain bodies.
Right, but we were talking about steering wheel.
Yeah.
You said lipstick. I'm just being,
Wow.
literal here. That's all. I mean, sometimes lipsticks are
Okay,
on your
maybe-
mouth, but I never.
Maybe I thought
Maybe
about
some people are into it. Who
Yeah.
knows? Whatever tickles your pickle or steering wheel. That's cool.
Speaking of tickle my pickle.
Yeah, what's up with what are you bringing up?
No. What's up with that? Speaking of tickle my
Yeah, let's get
pickle.
into what's up with that. You
I
start.
go first.
Yeah, because you are prepared.
So what is up? Man. And I saw a car. I thought the bottom was gonna fall out on it. What's up with these wheels like this? Like the tires out like this. Like, I'm sorry for the viewers that aren't listening. I gotta tell you visualization on this. Like where the rims are like or the tire is poking out on the sides. And then you lowered it too. The car.
The rim is like that for them to lower it.
No, but I'm talking about it's like this. Like
Yeah, I know it's sitting out like that.
Sitting,
Yeah.
the wheel itself though.
Yeah, they do that so they can lower it.
No, I'm talking about.
And I'm telling you, that's why they do the wheel like that. It's like the wheel
Oh,
is
so
bent
then hit
in.
the top of the thing.
Yeah.
It's stupid, man. I'm sorry.
Well, my
And then
dumbass is
you're
like,
gonna
they
run.
got gold bricks in it, like Italian jobs. I
No,
thought the tire was.
it's not how you're thinking. I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah, I see. Well,
It's
bow-legged cars.
bow-legged ass car.
Isn't that what they call them? Bows? Swing on bows?
No,
No, it's not
it's
elbow.
not like that. It's not elbow.
I know, but what do they call them?
I don't even. To be honest, I don't know.
It's tipping
what
on
they call it.
I never got into that fad, but I know what you're talking about. So that's what they do, like to the Hondas and shit.
Yeah,
They put the big mufflers.
I saw a
Well,
Jeep.
he has to answer.
Yeah.
Let him answer.
My bad.
and they the top of the wheel is facing towards the engine, and the bottom part is bowed out. That way they can get the car lower to the ground. They basically, that car would basically, the whole body would sit on the ground, sit on the ground. That's how low it can go.
In Houston.
You got the bags on it or
With the
whatever.
rain, the weather I just talked about.
Well, he ain't gonna drive like that, but he can park and he can set the whole car on the ground.
But my question for you then is that you know about this, so this whole phenomenon, and so you're only edging one side of the tire, so you got to change out tires a lot, right? On that aspect.
He said you just
And
park it that way.
What do you mean?
You
park
don't
it?
drive it that way.
I've seen people.
No,
drive it.
they drive it like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they don't set the car on the ground while they drive, and they raise the car up. But when they park, they can put the whole car on the ground.
Wow.
But I don't understand the axle system because I've never seen one parked where I can look at it
Yeah,
and judge it.
I ain't never care that much.
Well,
To
I know,
do-
but
to
I'm
do
saying
all
what's
that.
up with it. And then the other one is what's up with the.
Well, you got another turn.
Yeah.
You don't have another turn.
Okay, it has to do with the same
Oh,
thing, but go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the other part of that is what's up with these lifted ass trucks with these big ass rims, and you got a tire that thin.
I don't know anything about automotives. I can just
Yeah, I ain't seen that.
Cool.
Okay.
I haven't seen that on a lifted truck.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't seen the thin tires on a lifted truck.
I guess that's not what's up with.
Maybe that truck needed new tires.
All I know is I
Maybe
see,
they ran out of
I
money.
see cars with spread out tires like this, and this Jeep was bouncing, hitting the bottom. Now I'm a freak, man. I'm like, yeah. What's up with that?
Live your life.
Okay.
Who knows? All right, Tequila, what's up with that?
What's up with that? Woman arrested after miscarriage in Georgia draws fear and anger. On March 20th in rural Georgia, an ambulance responded to an early morning 911 call about an unconscious bleeding woman at an apartment. When first responders arrived, they determined that she'd had a miscarriage that was only the start of her ordeal. Selena Maria Chandelier Scott was transported to a hospital, but a witness reported that she had placed the fetal remains in a dumpster. When police investigated, they recovered the remains, and Chandler Scott was charged with concealing the death of another person and abandoning a dead body. The charge was ultimately dropped An autopsy determined that Chandler Scott had had a natural miscarriage at around 19 weeks, and the fetus was non-viable. Still, Chandler Scott arrest comes at a time when a growing number of women are facing pregnancy-related prosecutions in which the fetus is treated as a person with legal rights. What's up with that?
I don't know what's up with it. It sounds like exactly what I said would be up with it.
So they got all these laws, new laws that protect fetuses, but they not. Sometimes women have miscarriages and they have to deal with the actual fetus, and I guess they need to write a guidance on what to do with the fetus so you don't get arrested.
Yeah.
And you don't get accused of hiding the body.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I said. I mean, you can't. Not everybody's going to a clinic. Not everybody's sticking a hanger up their hoo-ha at the doctor's office. It's a delicate subject, and letting anybody who hasn't dealt with it or will ever have to deal with it make laws about it is fucking asinine. So you can Kool-Aid talk me all you want, but I definitely had 2 medical abortions. So. And I definitely wanted children. It wasn't just because, not ready. Broke. So, anyhow, you got anything to say? No.
I can't speak on that.
You
I have
should
no
be.
right to.
You should. Well, you
Apparently I
have you have spoken on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was with you during both those medical abortions.
I understand
Yeah.
that. But I have no right to
Yeah.
speak on
Well, you have spoken on it, but okay, that's cool. You get it now.
that. Okay.
All right. What's up with that? Our Wig in Chief is now advertising his immigration cards, his gold cards. They look like Pokemon cards
With his face on it,
So
Oh, I'll show you. I have it right here. Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah, I'll show you. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, it's got his face on it. So $5 million, you can be a citizen.
You can't even swipe that, homie.
Yeah.
Who on the card you can't even swipe? He doing like the motherfucking, all the fucking retail stores. They want to give everybody a fucking discount card. Because America's so much pumped up on having cards.
Okay. Let me just show it to him really quick, viewers, so he can see it himself. It's on Fox News, his favorite news, so it's not a lie.
Me?
Not yours.
$5 million is going to be yours. That was the first of the cards. You know what that card is? It's the gold card. The Trump card, gold card.
Trump card.
Me.
Come to the chocolate
I
factory.
don't know.
Oh,
Willy Wonka.
is that funny?
No, I mean,
That's funny to you?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Willy Wonka.
That's weird if that's funny to you.
I-
What's up with that?
I-
Yeah. If you give him $5
What am I supposed
million,
to say?
you can get a piece
What
of
am I-
Donald Trump monopoly money and come on into
Right.
to our borders. Just give him $5 million. Not America, him.
I don't understand what, like, this is supposed to be, like, where I can't, like, laugh.
No, you
Or-
can. I just said.
But
well,
you're
it's funny.
acting like, that's funny to you? Like, I'm
No,
being
that's
some
literally
kind of
not how I
asshole.
sounded. I
Okay.
just said I don't think it's funny. I'm asking what the fuck is up with that. I'm about to go make
Shit.
silver cards
Right.
and just marry somebody
Okay.
and let them get a green card. Silver. A silver card, actually. Silver card. Silver. Yeah. Did you like this gold card?
To me, it don't make sense. if a motherfucker got $5 million to spend on that, they already citizens. They already bought their citizenship. They bought locked class citizenship for way less than that, where the fucking government ain't gonna disclose that they illegal. I mean, because it's motherfuckers that sell that shit. It's motherfuckers that sell everything. Yep. Citizenship is for sale, and it don't cost $5 million. Yep. So if I got $5 million to spend on a gold car, I already bought that shit. Yep. I'm a dumbass. I'm late to the game. I don't even need to be a citizen of the United States if I gotta buy that shit.
It's like the people,
because you just open up a black market, so you can buy his or you can buy mine. The exact same thing, because motherfuckers don't make money. The economy fucked up. So if I work for the United States to help people become citizens, and you don't spend your $5 million right there, you can spend $1 million with me. I'll help you be a citizen.
But you can come in right away.
Yeah.
No vetted. Not vetted. Guess who has the most money? The cartel.
You just creating a market. Yeah, you just creating a new black market.
It's good because he doesn't care. And the fact that he put his face on it, wow, that was crazy.
There's supposed to be, well, from what before, no, previously when he made the statement about the $5 million thing, that citizenship or whatever. That's what he said.
No, that's not what he said. I played before when he said it, and he didn't say nothing about vetting. He said if they can afford this, and they should be here. Okay. He just wants rich people here. That's it. Right. Yeah. And Elon Musty himself can pay for about 100,000 of his people right now to get a gold card.
Yeah.
With no problem. Yay! Nazis! With gold cards.
No.
I bet you they can get pulled over or arrested for a war crime, and you just show your gold card with his face on it, and that's it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if all $5 million go to get your citizenship, you might as well sneak over and get shit back for free. If you ain't done, why you gotta live here? Yeah. Most people with that kind of money, they don't need to live here. They already got what they need to live here for.
Just send their kids over.
That shit is insane.
Anywho, what's up with that? Cognac?
My other one was it had to do with the show we were watching, and
what's the name of the show?
Paradise Island.
Listeners, Temptation
Island
was the name of the show.
And I just kept looking at this one chick, and I don't think she's good. I don't think he was good either. But I don't know how somebody's like tanned or red down and just not in the face, like her. You're on an island, and how did her whole body, it's like strategically not tanned, but like red, but your face didn't.
Maybe they put more sunscreen
on the face. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. So I don't know. I was just like, every time I was looking.
Same way your face can be orange and your hands are white.
No.
It depends how you do your self tanner or your sunblock. You should know the best. You're from the mountains of Caucasian.
But it was just like an awkward, like her skin. How it.
I don't even know which person you're talking about because you never brought that up when we were watching it. So I don't know. It sounds like a
Ashley.
Melanin problem.
Ashley.
And melanated problem.
Yeah.
I mean, same
like
way.
Her whole body was red and her whole face was like.
Well, maybe she fell asleep in the sun, but her face was covered.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Thank you for that.
I mean, sorry. Yeah.
All right.
I was just
making up something. What's up with that tequila?
What's up with that? Tech mogul Elon Musk, who has served as a close advisor to President Donald Trump, on Saturday broke with the president's decision to impose expensive net tariffs on most foreign nations, saying that he hopes to see a zero tariff situation between the United States and Europe. I hope this is quotations. I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move ideally, in my views, to a zero tariff situation, effectively creating a free trade zone between Europe and North America, Musk told the lead Congress on Saturday in an event hosted by right-wing Italian Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini. Why Europe? Why just Europe? What's up with that?
Because they don't want him there.
Yes, the them motherfuckers is toasting Tesla. The Europeans, they toasting Tesla. They got
They've been there and did
the Elon with the Hitler sign, all on the Tesla Chargers. They going crazy on Tesla.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up with it.
So now he finna separate from the president because his 130 days almost up. Now you speaking out against some tariffs and shit because you're trying to, like, what I'm gonna do next.
It's all strategic. That's what's up with that.
But, you know, the weird thing to me is that a lot of people that are doing this, these protests and all that, protests for anything. And nowadays, like, you protest everything from an artwork that somebody did.
Right, we're
in the
talking about just
1700s.
this. We're just talking about this.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that.
Stay on one subject.
Okay, well.
Your what's up with that can be protests when it's year round. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, activists and protests, it's, you know, it's to me, you know, what statement are you really making? You know,
he lost billions of dollars.
No, but
I mean, that because of that, people protesting his ass.
But I'm saying, but they were praising him. The same people were praising him years ago.
Before they knew it was
because
not.
they're praising the car, not him. It's two different things. You got the man and you got the car.
Yeah.
They're praising.
I would like to point out that I did not praise him. I wanted a Tesla, and I told you that I thought he was a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Many moons ago.
He's
okay,
you know,
and now I know he's a weirdo
eccentric.
and a Nazi. No, he's not eccentric. He's a fucking Nazi.
I could make a bomb ass hamburger, and everybody love my hamburger.
Family full of Nazis and Holocaust and Nazi sympathizers. That's what his whole lineage is.
I don't give a shit about
Then what are you talking about? He's talking about Tesla.
I know.
You're bringing up two different things, so that's why you feel like you get jumped because
I thought it was weird when he bought his Tesla. That's noted.
You thought it was weird when I bought my Tesla?
Yeah.
Why? When I tell you, you can play back.
Why?
You can play back many
I want a
episodes.
Tesla.
You can play back many episodes when I said I'm gonna get a Tesla.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, you're going to the battery car. I said
I wanted one too.
I know. So what?
What's weird
Yeah,
about
look, dude. I was gonna buy a battery car if it was a Tesla Ford or whatever. I looked at multiple cars before I bought the Tesla. It's just a Tesla is the most sound car in the electric field. It ain't got shit to do with Elon.
Fair enough.
So what are you talking about? He's talking about Elon.
I know that, but what I'm saying is that I was just okay. I guess I can't. Like I said, I'm getting backlash on why I said I wasn't into electric vehicles. I was not into him as far as he's great, whatever. I was never like that, so I don't know where.
Nobody was into
Tesla,
him,
yeah.
and you were not into electric vehicles.
Yeah.
I know that. Neither was Trump till now. However, what he's bringing up is why is he going after Europe and trying to be
why
cool
is he saying
with
no?
them? That's what he said.
Yeah,
and you started bringing up protests that they don't matter and all of these things, but they do fucking matter because if they didn't matter, you and I wouldn't even be married if people protesting didn't work. So you brought up something completely different, and then you get mad when people are trying to bring you back to the original topic.
No, I'm saying, I'm
Protests matter.
okay. Burning buildings.
Nobody burned a building.
Okay. Fine. right.
Protests and break. This is here. Okay,
There
let
is a
me get to
difference.
my what's up with that. What's up with just because some people do certain things, that means everybody's doing certain things. There's a whole protest going on. Shout out to the people protesting. Shout out also, I don't see a lot of black people out there. Shout out to us for minding our motherfucking business today.
Exactly.
Because, we minded our fucking business because we tried to tell you, and now we're minding our fucking business. Protests do fucking matter.
Okay.
If they didn't matter, then January 6th wouldn't have happened.
Okay. That was a protest.
That was a protest, and it was very fucking violent. There was shit thrown, fire thrown, police died, people died, all kinds of things. That was a protest. It wasn't an insurrection, so it was a protest. Was it an insurrection or a protest? I guess they do matter.
Okay.
The Million Man
How many
March
people
mattered.
How many people? Yes, Million Man
Yeah,
March.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
mattered. Yes.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
the Jews
How many-
protesting is what saved them too.
How many people died on January 6th?
That is not the fucking point.
Okay.
I literally,
No,
you
I'm
can't even
asking.
have a conversation. We're talking about protests. It's not about who died or who not. Was there
You just
vandalism?
said that.
No, you said vandalizing and burning was a problem
You
with
said a bunch of
protesting.
people died on January 6th.
I said there were police officers and protesters, insurrectionists that died. I didn't give you it wasn't a ratio of who dies during protests. You brought up vandalism.
Okay.
Was the Capitol vandalized or not?
5 people died.
That wasn't even the point. He brought up
4
vandalism.
people after
5 people died.
He brought up
one had a
vandalism.
heart attack.
5 people died. Died is died.
Didn't your brother go to prison because somebody died later on because of something he caused? 5 people died. What I'm talking about is you brought up vandalism. Was it vandalized or not? Was it a protest or an insurrection?
Okay.
Okay.
I-
People are vandalizing Teslas and they're getting military and police support. People are vandalizing and killing children and don't get that out of school. Don't ever in your life tell me that protests don't matter unless you pick up a history book that they're trying to erase, because they do fucking matter. If they didn't fucking matter, we wouldn't be at almost 25 years next year together. They do fucking matter. You wouldn't be here. Your mother wouldn't be here.
Right.
Your grandfather wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't be here. And none of my lineage would be here if protests didn't matter.
Okay.
And most of the violence against during protests is people harming the protesters
Okay.
with fire hoses and bullets
And dogs and water.
and
Yeah,
all
of
kinds of
course.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where most of the violence comes from.
I'm not talking about back then.
What?
You always say
You said protests
you said
don't matter.
Talk about back
You
then.
said protests don't matter. They do
I'm
matter.
talking about.
They do matter. They do matter.
But people-
My ancestors taught me
but people-
protesting is
but-
the right thing to do.
but-
And you can do it right and you can do it wrong. Somebody's going to do it
Exactly.
wrong every time. Just
That's
like
what
Kyle
I'm saying.
Rittenhouse.
But
You did
that's-
it wrong.
But that's.
You went and shot up people protesting. Just like you guys did it wrong on January 6th. You did your protests wrong. And you were violent. I haven't seen any news report of any violence today. And them streets are flooded. Probably because our president is playing golf. What's up with that? Sorry, don't ever tell me protests don't matter, because I'm a black fucking woman
I didn't.
and
say.
in America, and they do matter. That is exactly what you said.
No,
You
I
can
didn't.
rewind.
No, I
Okay.
didn't. I said violent protests.
No, that's not what you said.
That's what I did
Okay,
say.
well, it's recorded, and that's not what you said. So,
What I meant by that.
no,
So
yeah, what I
to
meant.
elaborate.
Even the nonviolent protests turned violent.
Well, yeah, that's what I was.
I mean, Martin Luther King, he was pro nonviolent protest and they turned violent.
That's okay.
people get scared of a large group of people standing on one cause.
I get that.
And don't know how to respond in no other way with violence.
And I get that. So I did say they usually don't care about the normal people's cause on a protest.
The normal people.
How I should have.
Who's a normal person?
That's my point.
Who's a normal person?
No norms.
What's
All
normal?
these
Who's
higher
normal?
ups,
The people that don't
all
protest.
these higher ups consider you a norm. Your voice doesn't matter to them. They don't care.
Who's
They're
a
gonna do
higher
what they
up?
want. Government in general.
So,
Okay, so who's Elon Musk? Because he's not a higher up, and he's not
I'm
in
just
our
saying.
government.
But
That's where it started. He brought up
I know,
Elon
that's
Musk.
my point. They don't care.
So he's not a norm
So who is the
because
norm?
he's a billionaire?
No, I'm saying they think they're above us.
who is the norm, though? The people that's not protesting or the protesters?
The protesters, look,
They not norms?
they're,
They obviously care because Elon's on fucking national TV going, this is not nice. That Tim Waltz is mocking me because I'm hurting. But then
Tim Waltz isn't a norm.
then 2 months prior he told everybody empathy is for weak people. But we're all supposed to be empathetic because you're losing money and nobody wants your Tesla. Like
Tesla.
Yeah, sorry. It's called Tesla now according to
you think Elon Musk,
Willy Wonka wig.
you think he gives a shit about
Then why is he on my
billionaire?
then why is he on my TV
He
screen
don't give a
pointing?
shit.
And that's who you want as your president's second-hand
No, I'm saying-
man?
I'm just saying he doesn't give a shit.
Okay. And that's your president's second-hand man.
Okay.
That doesn't work.
Okay.
That doesn't work then.
Okay.
I'm literally ready for the Kool-Aid portion of this experiment. Where everybody stands in a room and drinks it, and we'll see what the Lord wants. That's what I'm ready for at this point, because this is ridiculous. You can't even have a conversation. You literally just said this man doesn't give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. I'm talking about Elon Musk. Doesn't give a fuck about us. He's a billionaire. He's a higher... That's literally what you just said. This is recorded. And then I said, well, don't you have a problem with him being the president's best friend and advisor? And you can't say it.
No, all I'm saying
Okay.
is they're gonna do what they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
With my fucking life and all the money that I've probably spent more than $5 million in America. Can I have my gold card? So you leave me the fuck alone?
Should.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I agree with you.
Then you talk to them.
I said I agree with you.
So don't protest or nothing because they don't give a shit. Just bend over and take it.
No.
Just bend
No,
over, take that.
No.
Because they don't give a fuck about the norms and they don't care about our voice. So why you protesting? Just bow down
Yeah.
and suck that
I
dick.
said I
Suck
don't
that,
agree.
bow down and suck that dick.
Violent
God.
protest.
That's not what you said.
You don't
I'm
know.
gonna keep her. You're gonna keep saying
It
you
can
didn't
start
say it.
off violent. It's gonna
That's not what you said.
end up violent.
That's not what
Yeah.
you said. You're gonna
Yeah.
keep saying it, and then you're gonna listen to it again and go, "Well, that's what I meant."
You don't have
Don't
protesters
speak if it's not what you meant.
rolling out there with bats and Columbia boat, whatever the bottles, and just you don't have that shit. I mean,
So you think these protesters are going to overthrow the United States government?
Nobody's trying to overthrow. They're just
So
trying
what,
to.
what protesters? I'm talking about protesting. I was talking about
Nobody tried to overthrow the government besides
April
January
6th.
6th.
Oh, okay.
Protesters are just letting you know I don't fucking like this.
And did January 6th change anything? Biden still got in office. So what changed?
What?
5 people
I'm
died.
asking.
5 people died.
Let me research
Because
that.
they had to arrest half the. There was a whole lot of shit going on, and people were like, "What the fuck? This ain't
I
working."
understand. So one
And
protest is bad, but the other protest.
It changed the whole culture.
You
of the
said a
fucking nation.
violent protest is bad.
I know.
So so was
I'm saying,
January
so which
6th bad or not?
protest is
Let
good
me
or
answer
not?
this. Answer this to me.
Okay.
Was January 6th protest bad or not? Because it was very
Any
violent.
protest is not good.
No, I want you to say January 6th protest was violent.
I didn't research it as far as
Okay.
what I mean is
Literally, I
because
cannot
he's
even.
saying 5 people died.
I cannot even. Rob, Did you watch? You
There
did
was a civilian
research?
that died.
I didn't ask for fatalities. Was it violent or not?
And that person, and that.
So people throwing fire into a building that's empty is violent. But the people climbing on, oh my God, I can't even with you anymore.
Okay.
I can't even with you anymore. I promise you. I promise you. This is the most ridiculous. No, you can't even fucking say it.
That didn't change people's lives.
Yeah, that's my point.
People dying don't change people's lives.
Yes, of course.
So then, why you gotta explain how these people died? They fucking died.
I can't wait for him to look at his stocks.
Lives change.
And his 401k. I can't wait for him to look at his grocery bills.
Because of this January 6th.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And a lot of people died in a lot of protests and things like
why is violence death? I'm trying to figure out where the death toll came in here. That shit didn't look violent to you? Like, that's just eyes, period. Was that a violent protest or not? You can't say it. That's fucking scary. It's actually fucking scary.
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it wasn't right.
I didn't say it wasn't right.
I didn't say it was right. Was right. I did not say it was right.
And yet still, those people had the right to protest until they got violent.
Until they got that way.
Until they got violent.
And that's what I was saying.
Yeah. But those people...
We're very violent.
But those people...
I don't associate with those things.
The violence was premeditated.
I don't associate with those.
But I'm just saying the violence in that riot was premeditated.
Nobody said you associated with them. What I said was that not a violent protest?
It's people that came there with the intention of being violent. It's people that pulled up with the intention of being violent.
Okay. And like I said, other protesters weren't people that get riled up, getting ready to do so, stand on business.
Okay, guys, I have to go to the restroom.
That's what I'm asking. There's not other situations where people come there.
Yeah, I've seen the cops pull up a lot of times with their dogs and riot gear. That instigates violence when people they come so defensive, and it's a non-violent situation. Why you got to show up like with military force? That's gonna provoke violence. That's gonna promote violence.
All right, well.
If I'm taking a stance on something, and a nonviolent stance, and I'm met with an aggressor, somebody that's meeting me with aggression, it's gonna lead to violence eventually. Or I'm gonna bow down. So if I'm gonna bow down, I shouldn't even be out there. Just take my ass home.
Okay.
If I'm standing on business, I'm standing on business. But I'm being nonviolent. But you show up with aggression, that's gonna promote violence. This ain't the 1992 riots or whenever, like, with the Rodney King verdict. Them motherfuckers just went rioting. That's a riot. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no protest, it was a riot. It's just not about protesting.
Completely understandable.
It's a difference.
Yeah, I understand that. Completely understand.
Motherfuckers ain't in the street rioting, they just protesting.
Yeah. But at the same time, how are you going to burn your own community down? And
because these motherfuckers out here with shields, bats, and guns and dogs and shit. I'm trying to do whatever I gotta do to get these motherfuckers to stand down like they're trying to get me to stand down.
So you think it's appropriate to, like...
It's not appropriate to destroy no property that don't belong to you. I can destroy my property all fucking day. But we talking about a riot.
I understand that. But do you think it's appropriate, like, if a riot happened in your neighborhood?
It's a riot.
Nothing they had to do with it.
It's a riot.
And they just came in your house and
just
stole all
it's a fucking riot.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a riot. It's a riot.
That's it.
It's a riot. What can I do? I can try to protect my shit. If I can't protect my shit, I can't protect my shit.
No, that's fine. If that's how you feel, shit.
I mean, that's what it is.
Okay.
The police can't protect me. I can't protect it. They gonna steal my shit.
All
Shit, police stealing, they riding too. Them motherfuckers got TVs in their trunk.
Oh, I know that. Well, never mind. I'm not going to get into that nugget right there because they'll confiscate shit and whatever. Yeah. No, I get that. But no, it's just a question on what is considered a civil like protest, and then it becomes like just out of hand, where in your own hypothetical neighborhood, wherever you are, I don't care where you are, where they just start burning up buildings, and that's all I meant, and just ransacking shit. What's their cause? Their cause.
When the last time that shit happened, though?
Potato chips.
When the last time that shit happened, though?
Like what? I guess it's been a little bit.
Yeah, since Rodney King, that's the last time I remember.
No, I'm talking about when old boy from Minnesota.
Floyd.
Yeah.
They weren't doing no fucking rioting.
What do you mean? They were protesting and it became violent in multiple cities. Then he even brought it up. Or old boy shot that dude or whatever because he was protecting the building over there.
Well, that's right. That was racial tension. That was the police shouldn't have killed that dude.
Yeah, no, I get that.
You know, sometimes when you got distraught people get fed up. My shit already raggedy. You motherfuckers, I'm finna make y'all shit raggedy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's where that is.
But it was more peaceful rioting peaceful protesting than it was rioting.
Okay.
That shit blowed up. They gonna focus on the negative. They gonna blow the negative up.
The news was saying it was all peaceful, and I could show you where the dude was standing behind a burning building. Well, they burnt up all the.
Yeah, they was burning up, not buildings, police stations and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, even so.
Not even so. That's who they had the problem with.
Okay.
The police.
Oh, I mean.
And the justice system.
But they were.
But even this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
The good always outweigh the bad in most cases, but we tend to magnify the bad. So I don't give a fuck what the news say, what somebody caught on their camera. That's one person caught something on their camera. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the good outweigh the bad, but we gonna magnify the bad and turn it into a whole motherfucking nationwide riot.
Okay.
Because something happened in one or two spots. The nation is comprised of 50 fucking states, but it's a nationwide riot because 2 buildings got burned down. And we magnified those 2 buildings.
Fair enough. Okay. So.
And then you didn't even look into the background. The owner set the building on fire to get insurance.
To get the insurance.
And just blame it on the riders.
I mean,
what a Molotov cocktail, what they call it, through their own fucking bottle through his own fucking window. Got his cousin in the building.
They don't know you. You just got here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess there's that. So
This the thing. If I ain't out there, even with the January 6th shit, if I ain't out there with my own 2 eyes, investigating and seeing what's going on, it's just on the tipping scale on how much I'm
invested.
believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because I know they're gonna blow the negative up. Because that's the news.
I agree with you. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. The news does, it does go both ways. It triggers you one way and triggers you another to, what they're gonna want a response to, as far as I'm concerned. And it's just one of those things that you have to read through weed through and figure out and do your own research on figuring out what's going on.
Yeah, if you care enough.
If you care.
Because some people don't care as long as they ain't in my neighborhood burning down shit. They can be on the other side of Post Oak, South Post Oak, burning down shit. And the motherfuckers on this side of Post Oak don't give a damn about the shit on the other side of Post Oak getting burned down. As long as they ain't crossing Post Oak with that shit.
Well, so you don't care. But here's the thing. So let me ask you about that. That's a good statement. So hypothetically, let's say like the California fires. Oh, my neighborhood's not burning. I'm good. That's kind of an example. So you don't think fire spreads? Because I have a person I know, and he lives in a major city, and he was scared as shit that his house was going to get raided.
Raided for what?
Just because they were rioting.
When?
4 years ago. And he was like, we were like on P's and Q's. I never owned a gun before, but I had to go get one. Like, so, where's your stance on that? Like, would you...
Now you sound like a scared man.
Well,
I don't have no stance on no scared man. Scared man don't do scared shit.
But I'm saying, would you hold down your household? Like, let's say they start rioting.
I'm gonna hold down my household regardless. On a regular fucking day.
Yeah.
I'm holding down my household.
Yeah.
You don't have to be riding. Running that motherfucker if you want to. On a regular day.
Okay.
I mean, what the fuck?
Well, no, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So, so you're ready for any situation?
I'm just gonna protect my household.
Okay.
To the best of my ability. You could be riding and whatever.
All right.
Where I come from, you just gotta protect your shit. You know what I'm saying? There don't have to be no ride.
All right.
It could be the motherfucker standing at the corner store see you get a new car. They think you got money. Because you got a new car. You the only one in the neighborhood with a new car.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that you busting your ass, saving your money for the down payment and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to break in your house just because you got a new car. They think you got something in your house. You got to be able to protect yourself.
Okay.
This America. Motherfuckers rob, steal, and kill. This motherfucker built on blood. It's built on crime. They took this shit by force. The soil cry out. The blood in the soil cry out.
Sure enough. I had a conversation with another cat like that. And he said, you don't think you have any dead bodies? Something we were talking about ghosts. And he said, he goes to me, I go, well, Houston's kind of new, so I don't know if I have any bodies under my house. This is another house. And he goes, you don't think you do? Everybody has some kind of body, some kind of spirit in their house. I was talking about ghosts.
I'm gonna get to the. Seemed like the girl she bounced on us, so I'm getting
She
to
said she was going cooking.
3,000 questions about me being tequila, him being cognac. Because even if it's on me, I'm gonna randomly pick a question. Number 152. What risk would you take if you knew you wouldn't fail? Not that I'm a thief or nothing, but if I know I wouldn't fail, I'm gonna just get a couple of bags and walk to the bank. Hopefully they got cash in there. They probably don't even have cash, but yeah.
Couple of bags?
Yeah, just a couple.
Happy?
I ain't gonna be greedy. looking how the stock market did my shit, yeah. So. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the risk I'm gonna take.
Man, I'm gonna say buy another property to invest in.
Yeah, that's good. Thank y'all.
Oh, thank you.
You ain't got no lawn. You are such.
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.